ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life.
What you got?
This is the record of Kliff Kingsberry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
At the end of football seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Just at the end.
How did he get a job when?
He got He got a job because
he had the USC job for like a day.
He coached Pat Mahomes and he knew Sean McVay. That's
and he didn't win. He had Pat Mahomes and he didn't win at Texas.
But it doesn't matter. It was that whole.
It was right. He had lunch with Sean McVay.
Yeah, it was the whole. If you were a co-ed and you fucked Sean McVay in college, you were probably a hot coaching prospect. That's pretty much what that year was.
Yeah.
I mean,
came across was getting the job that year
at Texas Tech from 2013 to 2018. So for 5 years at Texas Tech, 6 years really.
Lubbock.
The last 6 to 8 or 5 to 8 games of the season, this lost like 90% of all of them. 5 of 6 in 2013, 4 of 6, 4 of 6, 6 of 8, 6 of 8. Last 7 of 9 in 2019 with the Cardinals. Last 5 of 7, last 5 of 6. I mean, dude, that's like, you shouldn't be a head coach. You should be.
Somebody should just revolutionize the game and make him the first half head coach.
Yes, and then have like a veteran come in and coach.
We'll bring in the closer, you know.
Miami did with quarterbacks. They can do like the college of coaches, like the Cubs did in the early.
You just see the GM coming out of the fucking skybox with his chart in his
arm,
arm and walks over to the sideline.
The closest bitch up.
Come on, you got to get out.
Yeah,
switch it up.
Hey, Kliff, step aside. Let the adults.
Here comes Caldwell. We're going to change it up. We're changing it up here, guys.
I wonder if it's okay. Like, so he's obviously, he got his team to the playoffs, which they should have been with that roster. Is it a result of his air raid system? Is he just running? Is
that what they call it? Air raid.
Air raid.
Yeah. Are they
That's
like
literally
fatigued?
what he calls it?
Are they too tired by the end of the season to actually play football?
No, air raid is like a no huddle money, right?
Yeah, it's more like it's more an improvisation, and by that point, I feel like defenses zone in on it by the end. Like,
hold on. I just need somebody to explain to me what the hell is the air raid technically supposed to be.
I don't know I just know that that's what it's called. I don't know if it's based off RPOs or if it's like, I think that's just the brand name.
Apparently it's something that breaks down halfway through the season.
Yeah.
It's apparently Wikipedia, it's a variation of the run and shoot. So it's like an evolution of that. But like the run and shoot back in 93, it never had an off switch. Like you could never have a running game. The Cardinals had a running game though. So
yeah, they actually ran the ball almost absolutely.
Okay. So I hear more now so it's just a style of offense. It's not like a particular it's not based on pacing like how Chip Kelly had the no huddle.
No, it's not
based off of. I mean, the Cowboys ran more plays than anybody or quicker than anybody. It's not some kind of hurry up.
So it's just a gimmick. It's just an improvisational offense that just throws shit around.
It's long range passes.
You have to brand. You got a
cute name that makes him sound smarter.
Yeah, you have to brand it so that people buy into it. That's all it is.
Pass plays.
Yeah, you got to name it.
This is a good point. A good point here. Let's not forget Cardinals didn't have an OC since Kliff was calling the play. So. Maybe too much on his fucking plate.
Not even a title. They didn't even have an OC in title.
I don't think so.
No, he's the OC. So he does the game plan and he's the head coach.
So let's bring in
which I guess to a certain extent, you could streamline that and it would be like you would be fine. But you have to still you need to have an assistant who helps create that game plan.
Right.
That's the point of it being a head coach. You have to delegate. And the problem is he's not delegating.
Thinks he can do it all by himself. Oh, that's just ego then. He thinks he can
ego
do it
or
by
stubbornness.
Himself. He don't need no help.
I mean, it didn't even work.
But history says that by the time when they get film on your shit, they figure you out and they shut you down because you have a history. I mean, this was just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
This is like what, 9 years, 8 years, 8 seasons, 9 years,
9 years
of just terrible,
amazing
end of season.
You know how?
I mean, the section on the left.
The analogy, you finish through the line. Right?
How did he keep his job at Texas Tech losing?
Because it's Big 12.
I mean, no one really cares about Texas Tech.
Yeah, my question is
there anything? Go ahead.
I still don't get how he got a job in the NFL after failing so hard in college, though. That's the question.
Was the most uncanny thing. If you
doesn't
remember,
make sense.
He had the USC job for about a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if he showed up in LA before he got the Cardinals.
He did a Bill Belichick, or he's like, nah.
Like the plane landed and he had the fucking Cardinals job.
I remember they fired Steve Wilkes and got rid of Josh Rosen after a year. And to be fair, they weren't good. Josh Rosen has been horrible in the NFL, but to give up on them only after 1 year, abandon all that asset and just terrible asset management, it's just like, what?
For this guy.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Well, they got the number 1 overall pick, so they figured we need a coach that can run like a really athletic offense, like with Kyler Murray. And I mean, look,
I wouldn't say that he had those guys at Texas Tech. I mean, Pat Mahomes is great and all, but he's not the same style of quarterback as Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes didn't become Pat Mahomes until he ran into Andy Reid.
Yeah.
What's amazing is Andy Reid, old as shit, but
Pat Mahomes was doing this shit.
Right. His offenses are still changing and evolving around the talent that he has. Andy Reid has put together some of the most explosive offenses in the history of football.
And he's adapted to defense.
Andy Reid is a magician. He's a magician with that shit, no doubt. But you can't. I mean, there's certain kind of intangibles that, I mean, even as a coach, I would imagine you have to have these in order to like be successful consistently. Like you have to know how to like adjust your game enough to be able to keep teams guessing. Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't get West Coast games out here that much, but I can tell you that whenever I see Arizona's games, all their highlights look the same. Kyler Murray running around and then just dumps it off to somebody. Mm-hmm. That's it. I've never really seen I don't know. I mean, other than having D-Hop, did you see any kind of game breakers on their offense?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no D-Hop. So, I
mean, even then
there's no D-Hop. So, like, you ain't got no playmakers no more.
Like, who knows how much of a difference that would have made? I mean, you just lose a close game, maybe. Or less of
I don't think it makes any difference. I don't think it does. Why? Because this motherfucker was out here doing shit like this.
Oh, geez.
Oh, you're bringing it up. You bringing it up. Okay.
Oh, you're goddamn right I am.
I think even Carson Wentz wouldn't have done that play.
I don't know a quarterback in the history of football that would have thought this was a good fucking idea. But let's take a quick look.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Hey, don't make fun of Joe Montana. He does a good Fat Tony.
I mean, first off, and we're gonna break this down a little bit because I'm an old lineman. I like to do that. They're running a 4-man rush. They're spying with a 4-man rush.
Should not have this issue.
Why would you do that?
No,
look at the quarterbacks on the side. Look at Peyton.
Remember, Kyler,
like, what the fuck?
Even The Rock knows better than
this. This is every defensive player's dream.
Yeah, my question is,
how is the line get hard about when they're asleep?
How is the line getting
camp? They'd be like, man, if I get a play like this, I'm definitely making the team.
Like, how are they getting blown by a 4-man rush? Like, who is his assignment?
A 4-man rush. Look at their offensive lineman.
I didn't realize it was a 4-man rush.
They're bunched up.
Blitz.
Well, they have it schemed up.
They're no. This is the problem. This is the rule that you're taught in football. Do not cut block. Don't cut block at the line of scrimmage, unless it's a quick throw. Do not cut block. Look what the running back does. He tries to cut. You don't cut on a typical anything backed up. You do not cut because if you don't get him cut perfectly, you're fucked. He's going straight to the quarterback.
So he thought it was like down. I mean, these guys are athletic enough to pop up and make a play.
And generally, even backed up, you just don't cut, and it's because of this. Because cutting is like kind of a hit or miss thing.
It's got to be like 3-step drop. This shit's coming out. Everyone knows
the ball's coming out no matter what. It's coming out fast. So if you do anything, you can even run block them if you want. If you know it's a 3-step and it's coming out fast.
You can run a sneak though.
Yes.
I mean,
this is
running a sneak would have been a better play than
with hindsight being 2020. Yes, we can say now that a sneak would have been a better idea than this.
I mean, what are they on the 3-yard line?
Before he hiked that ball, a sneak was still the worst possible thing you could do.
I mean, off the 1 or 2.
Judge at home with his pizzas and beer, like,
right.
Should have run that sneak, buddy.
Yeah, off the 1 or 2 yard line. Yeah, sneak makes sense. Just give yourself some room to operate, but there's enough room here to run real plays if you execute them right.
They have space to run real plays, but it's like, don't fuck up right here, though. It's like, you can run real plays, but just don't do something stupid here.
How is it that like? Okay, you say like, hey, don't cut when you're backed up like that. Aren't players supposed to know that shit? Or do they just forget?
Yeah, but this is a running back. Sometimes running backs are a little fucking stupid. So they do shit like that when it's like, bro, you don't cut. This is a safety alert situation. You do not cut and you do not fucking hold. And he's the only one that didn't get a block. Everybody else still got their guys. They're only rushing 3.
And that one guy came through. His guy came through.
Yeah, his guy came through, and then there's 2 other guys rushing. And you got 2 guys drop back, and then 54 down here.
I think that's why the yard was
3 people.
That was the end of Floyd, 54 down there. So they dropped him off to bring this guy. I can't see his number.
So that's just a zone blitz. They just ran zone dog. Zone
get
dog
a man,
with him, drop the defensive end.
Yeah, get back on backer. That's kind of ideal because most backs are not professional blockers. So
right. So McVay did his homework. He got the matchup that he wanted, and Kingsbury didn't counter it correctly.
McVay definitely. McVay absolutely exploited the fact that
ideally
they probably saw this guy on film.
Yeah,
they probably saw him being loosey goosey, or in general, really, they probably just felt like if they're backed up, he's going to get skittish. And throughout the game,
I don't care who.
Kyler Murray was skittish.
There's not many halfbacks that I want in pass protection.
Yeah, there's not many.
There's not.
I mean, when I have a 300-pound motherfucker,
you don't want running backs blocking on blitzes like that. Only a few running backs are good at blocking blitzes.
So I got at least 2 linemen here that are blocking nothing. They're sitting around, and they've scanned it up.
But bouncing back on that will be hard just because their attention's all down to the
this is a scheme thing. This is, I mean,
it's totally scheme.
Good,
totally a scheme.
Good on him.